The house on Whisperwind Hill. It wasn't the grandest house nor the oldest, but it was the one everyone in town whispered about. A faded Victorian perched on a hill, its turret a chipped eye staring out over the decaying town. When James inherited it from his estranged great-aunt, the townspeople's warnings only fueled his ambition. He was going to restore it, flip it, and turn a healthy profit. He was a man of logic, not folklore. The first month was a blur of sanding floors, scrubbing mold, and patching holes. The house seemed to resist him at every turn, its very bones groaning in protest. At night, the old place would settle in with a symphony of groans, creaks, and taps. James, a man of logic, wrote them all down as structural settling. The first truly odd thing happened on a Friday evening. He was up in the attic working on the old light fixture, scary story, when he heard it. A child's laughter echoing from the floorboards below. It was a joyful, innocent sound, the kind that should have warmed his heart, but no child lived here, and the sound had a hollow, tinny quality, like a music box playing from inside a grave. He froze, his wrench clattering to the floor. The laughter stopped, replaced by a low, rhythmic scratching coming from the inside of the walls. He'd heard it before and dismissed it as a mouse scary story. Now the sound seemed to have a purpose, a frantic energy that made the hairs on his arms stand on end. The scratching grew louder, moving down the wall from the attic, down the stairs, and into the walls of the main floor. The old house seemed to hold its breath. Then, a new sound. The gentle, melancholic melody of a music box drifted up from the floorboards of the living room. It was the music of his great-aunt's favorite lullaby, the one he had heard her hum when he was a child. The song ended, and a voice dry as parchment whispered, "Play with me." James ran. He tore down the stairs, through the silent house, and out the front door. He slept in his car that night, haunted by the memory of the music and the whisper. The next day, he went back, a man of logic, armed with a video camera. He would prove to himself that it was a trick of the acoustics, a rodent problem, or his own imagination. He set the camera up in the living room and left it on, retreating to a safe distance outside to watch the footage. He fast-forwarded through the first few hours of stillness. Then the music box sound started and his blood ran cold, scary story. He leaned closer to the monitor. The sound wasn't coming from the walls as he had thought. It was coming from the camera itself. Then he heard a sound from inside the house. A low, deliberate thumping sound like a footstep. Then another. He looked at the live footage on the camera. The camera shook violently, and in the grainy picture he could see something moving. It was a dark, twisting shadow, and it was moving towards the camera. He watched in horror as a long, skeletal finger, with dirt caked under the nails, reached out from the darkness and slowly covered the lens. The picture went to static, but the sound remained. He heard a low